go to the YouTubes to see what.
We should. I like look so crazy. I have one strap on, the other one's under my armpit because I put my shirt on wrong. I don't know. I just look a mess today. I'm doing laundry. So.
I feel like that's the best part of podcasting, though.
Yeah, because nobody gotta see me. I'll be recorded in my underwear.
I feel like if I was podcasting, I would make so much more content than YouTube. And I go on YouTube looking a mess.
I mean, I don't care. I'm on here looking a mess. I'm on my job's Instagram looking a mess. I don't care.
Honestly, I feel like, and it's crazy because I've had people reach out to me lately that are just like, I appreciate you being so real. And I haven't had that I've had the feedback in the past, but not to this magnitude.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, okay, so I'm doing something right, because in a world where we're saturated with a whole bunch of fake, like,
no, seriously, people are kind of happy to see, like, okay, she's like she's not looking her best, she's not worried. We're literally just sitting on the floor eating.
Yeah,
like, they're about to watch me eat this piece of cauliflower. But it's cool because they're real people. Like,
yeah. And these influencers, if you ain't an actor, if you're not a singer, I don't think what I do is prestigious in any sort of way. I think I'm just being relatable and people want to see it. Mm-hmm. Just like I like to see that on YouTube or Instagram or whatever social media platform I'm on. But I have no crazy talent here. Like, I study my stuff, I know what I'm doing, but like, anyone can do this. And to make yourself seem like you're above anyone is perplexing.
I mean, I feel like it could be a part of like them trying to get themselves in a good spot too. Because I've also, and I'm not like shading you, but this is like something I've like been learning, is to stop, like, I guess, penalizing those people who want to do the most. Because I'd rather them do the most to make them feel better. As long as you're not harming anyone, then you, like, doing the least and feeling like shit and, you know, just down, like, being down on YouTube and stuff. Mm-hmm. Some people need a little extra. Some people can just sit here and do it and not care. And some people need to go put the makeup on. Some people need to go, you know, really set up like a chair and shit. Mm-hmm. And make sure they're like sitting upright the whole time, and like, yeah, some people need that. But
100%, my mentality is always do you, boo. Like, if it isn't hurting anyone, do
what you gotta do.
Like the whole Caitlyn Jenner situation, how is she affecting you?
I'm like, who?
In any way? Like, please don't tell me if your child sees that Bruce turned into Caitlyn, they're gonna become transgender like that.
They'll be fine.
Because it's not possible. And this person does not affect you in any way, because guess what? You can change the channel, you can unfollow, you don't have to
block, you can literally.
But personally, for me, I gravitate to realness.
I hear it.
But I also find it interesting and just as noble, if you're real about it, to do all that. I'm not here for the get some implants and lie and say it's real, because that, as a personal trainer and as a woman, gets me upset.
I hear you.
And as a natural woman, gets me upset, because
so if you see me in a couple years with my booty, let's just say we worked on it together, alright? Because listen,
because it does drum up some insecurities.
Yeah. When
someone can do that so easily and get so much praise, but when you work your ass off every day and no one's noticing, not even noticing, it's just like, I don't know, I feel like I'm scared for little boys who are growing up in the Instagram age and are perceiving women in the way that we objectify them now.
I don't think that's going to stop. We will try our hardest to stop it. Regardless. Because here's the thing. Let's say we get people... Okay, we get the boys to understand that, you know, they should love natural bodies. But it's like, what's a natural body? You know, like, you could ask that question. Like, what are you saying?
I'll even play devil's advocate on my own career. What is a natural body? Because if you work out and eat a certain way natural body, technically, if I'm gonna break it down and be scientific, did I said scientific.
You made that up too. April 13th, that was you. Heard it.
If I really want to break it down, a natural body would be someone who eats the same amount that they... No, let me backtrack it. Would it be someone who lays dormant all day and eats? No. Could it be?
Okay, this is what I'm getting at. There's no idea of a natural body.
Yeah, there is.
Because it makes no sense.
It doesn't make any sense. There's so many things.
It makes no sense. There's a perfect body that we have as a society structured, which has also been changing. Because, like, also varies among communities. Because some people like the Kim Kardashian look, Coke bottle shape. Other communities will like what's her name? Mila Kunis. I thought about her first and couldn't say her fucking name. Her, or like a Megan Fox, or you know, those bodies. They're like, to me, they're straight, like boyish bodies. But I'm not saying boyish as in bad. I'm saying boyish as in they don't have big boobs. They don't have a huge butt. They kind of have a, I don't know, it's like a clean slate body. Yeah.
A petite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just varies.
Definitely. I feel like it also varies, like, if you break it down culturally. Like, I know in certain countries, like, the man is skinny and the woman is big, and right before her wedding, she goes into this milk hut. I'm not going to claim a certain country because I forgot, but I read this in Marie Claire. She goes into a milk hut and drinks gallons of, like, heavy milk before her wedding to get extra big. Because if your girl's big, it means you got money to feed her.
Wow. Does that mean I got money? Because I feed myself. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me stop.
Girl, you got it and you feed yourself. You don't even need no man to give you no milk.
Didn't even need a man. I'll have a man to take the milk away.
Heard you. I will say, ooh.
Go ahead.
This is something I wanted to talk about. I didn't know how to go about it. And I've been scared for a little bit to talk about it. I mean, honestly, I've been scared for like 2 years to talk about it. But I'm going through a phase right now that I've been through before. And I'm like, I need to talk about this. I need to, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know what setting I want to do it in. And I don't want to offend anyone.
What's a better day than today?
Exactly. Okay. So, when I had my first heartbreak, I stopped eating for like 6 months. Like, I would go like 3 days without eating, and then a day of just binging.
Okay.
And I went to the doctor once about it. I think it has a lot to do with my depression and anxiety as well, because when I've got anxiety in the pit of my stomach, that doesn't leave a lot of room to eat. It doesn't leave a lot of appetite for me. I'm just so strung up and like wound up that I just can't even think about it. So I went to the doctor. This was even 2 years ago. This had to be like 3-4 years ago. I went to the doctor. They gave me some pills and I started eating again. But I'm scared to go to the doctor. And I'm going through this right now. And I think it's been like about 4 or 5 months. And I'm so scared of pills because of my anxiety and depression that I don't want to put that in my body anymore, and I haven't for so long. So that's why I'm not seeking that option out. But like, we just ate, and this will probably be my only meal for the day. And it's just because I can't eat. Like, I was telling you, I want to go to the grocery store tomorrow, and I want to get back on my shit. But the last time I cooked 2 servings of this beautiful HelloFresh food. I started getting a meal delivery service for, like, you know, they give you all the ingredients you need to cook something, so there's no waste, because, you know, people throw away food all the time.
Oh yeah.
I'm guilty. Yeah, I'm guilty of that. I'm
trying to eat this food now.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, let's try this out, because I was already 2 months into not eating again. So I was like, okay, let's try some new food instead of cooking the same old food. The last time I cooked one of my HelloFresh meals, I gave it away to my best friend Anna, and I gave it to my mom, because I looked at it, I took a bite, and I was like, I can't, like, I just smelled this for like an hour while I was cooking. Like, I can't eat this right now. And I'll go a whole work day and eat at 9 o'clock, and that's my first and only meal. And I don't know what's going on with me. It's happened before, but I'm in such a good place that it's like, why am I not eating?
Or maybe, sorry. Maybe it's something that is not surface. It's not something that you can figure out by yourself.
Right.
That could be it. Because I've had times where, like, I felt like everything was going great and I feel happy and I'm perfect. And then I'm sitting there and I'm talking to someone and they say something and that kind of triggers something for me and I'm like, oh shit. And then I guess, like, I'm starting to think about that and I'm like, that's what's really wrong with you. Well, not wrong with you, but like,
but that's that underlying
thing that's like you're not thinking about, or you don't want to talk about, or you don't want to bring it out. And we don't have to do that now because we are recording for like people, like both ways. Like, so we don't have to do that now, but we can definitely do that like once we stop recording. You know, I'm always here for you to talk about anything and everything, and we have been doing that for as long as we've known each other.
Seriously.
So yeah, we can definitely do that after we record.
Yeah, I think, and I also I didn't want to self-diagnose. I didn't want to offend anyone, because no one has told me what exactly this is. And how did he get out again? Yo,
Renny got a dog and a cat. Two dogs? You still got 2 dogs?
No, I have a dog and 2 cats.
She has a dog and 2 cats, y'all. And we're so opposite in that way.
My man's just escaped
I don't fuck with
the house. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. I don't fuck with animals, so I don't know how people could have more than one. But it's happening. Her dog is sitting right here. Oh my god, take the dog too. Help. She's gonna put her cat back inside. But I'm actually kind of glad that she bought that. Oh my god, the dog is by her food. Well, you gotta go. I'm glad Renny brought that up, and it's not hard. It's not easy to kind of say the things that we're working through. But again, I'm glad she was transparent about it. I'm just telling them how, like, I'm glad you kind of brought that up, because it's hard to be transparent. And the last episode I did, I kept saying, like, I'm working on my transparency. I'm working on being more open with people, because you don't know who you're helping when you talk.
Yes.
So the fact that you said that, like, it means a lot to me that you confided in me to tell me. But also, I don't know, just that transparency can open up conversations, like, for others.
And give you different perspectives on it as well. Like,
and it's like, it opened my eyes, because I don't even, sometimes I'm like kind of blind to certain things, because I have to say, I do live kind of a simple life. Like, I've never dealt with a lot. And I think the most heartbreaking thing I've dealt with was my dad's death, which was long ago now. Yeah, other than that, life has been one long coast with little bits of waves, but not serious waves.
I definitely have to say my life is a whole bunch of high tides and really low lows.
Okay.
But I feel like every year I'm learning different ways and learning more about myself, and it's easier to cope. And I also think a lot of those bad oh no, girl, you about to get to go. A lot of those bad situations and hard circumstances gives me a lot of the fire that I have to do what I do and to want to help people. So I'm always reflecting on how grateful I am for the drive that I have, because I don't know who I would be if I didn't go through the things I went through. So I can't even ask for that. I can't even ask for the things that happened to me not to happen, because who would I be without them?
Right. You are your experiences. Every single last one of the shits. And that's what annoys me.
Yes.
That annoys me, because, like, I'm thinking about, like, even little things. I was talking the other day about certain phobias that I have that are kind of weird. So I can't walk in a parking lot. I don't know if you know that, but I do not know that of walking in parking lots, because I always feel like a car is gonna back up into me, like not see me and back up, and that's because I did get hit by a car backing up. So ever since then, like even the littlest thing, I didn't get hurt. I never went to the hospital. Nothing happened. But it was like a little tap on my hip, and I was like, oh
but
shit.
that was a scare.
But it was a scare, and it was enough of a scare for me to not walk in parking lots the same way.
Yeah.
Ever again. So it's like
100%.
even things that are tiny like that, if that little bit of something could affect me
in that
way, like imagine big shit that happens in life.
Yeah. 100%.
And life is full of big shit. I haven't experienced it yet. I've been very like, I'm not gonna say blessed because you're blessed too, but I don't know. I haven't dealt with any like serious hardship.
Yeah. But I feel like it's always life kind of happens like that, right? I feel like kids that have hard childhoods maybe grow up and lead simpler lives because of it, and vice versa. And it's just
so life's about to get real fucking crazy. I'm trying to and I'm not. You know
Get
what?
ready, girl.
Get ready. I'm getting ready. And honestly, I feel like I would. I mean, you're never ready for what life throws at you, even if it's good stuff. You're never ready. So I don't think I'll be ready, but
you'll make it through.
I'll make it through. That's what it is. Because the one thing I have, like, I don't think I'll be ready, but I'll definitely make it through. Because the one thing I have learned about myself is that I'm resilient as fuck. And I haven't. Okay, so maybe I have experienced hardships, but not like with the outside world. They've been internal hardships. There have been things I've been working on within myself, fights that I've had with myself that people don't really know about.
And please, everyone know that those are just as valid.
They are.
Yeah. Because outside stimuli is a bitch, but your head knows your head.
Exactly. So it's like you're in this maze and you're trying to get out and you think you're out, but it's like you're not, because your head knows your head.
Exactly.
So it's like just when you think you found the way out, your head found a way to bring you right the fuck back in. So those are things that I've dealt with. It's never been outside hardships. People have not gotten under my skin that much about anything. I haven't experienced anything too wild. But my head knows my head. It has played some fucking tricks on me. It has done.
I was talking to my boyfriend about this yesterday. We were talking about anxiety attacks and things of that nature, and how there are family members that we have that just don't understand. Like, if you didn't break a leg or break something,
right?
How are you in so much pain?
Because I broke my head. It's because a piece of my brain
there's
is
some
broken.
fluids
Can be
leaking.
fixed, but like, and that's tough because it's hard to explain. Like when you have to be like, oh, I don't know what I'm feeling, but you do know. But you know, if you explain it to somebody, someone's gonna think you're being dramatic about it.
Exactly.
Like now I don't care. Like people, my really close friends know how dramatic I can be and how I can like just be a little extra sometimes. So now if I have to be a little extra, I just do it.
Yeah,
I just do
it goes right back to what we're talking about. How I was like, if you want to be in my life, this is
this part of it. I'm sorry.
This is all. I'm crazy.
No, seriously, like I kind of am, and I feel like my friends are getting that a little bit more and more now. Because before I was really kind of like reserved and like I didn't want to do too much. I was like, all right, don't be yourself. I was like that for a long time. Like, be yourself, but don't be yourself. Yeah, be yourself, constantly, but take it a little bit. Take it back, right? So constantly just having this little battle with myself, and then I feel like after a while, the people who like were gonna be in my life for like forever, like after a while, it was just like, all right, well, how long you gonna put up this facade? Like, people gonna know, like they're gonna see the real you and like see how you go, and either they're gonna still fuck with you for that and love you for that, or they're just gonna be like, well, this is too much for me. Or you know what, people don't even do that mature shit. Like, this is too much for me. They don't. They think that you're you see me sitting up now, like I'm getting to it. Listen, they like, they'll be like, oh, like you changed, or like, you know, you're not acting the same or whatever. But that's not the case. Sometimes it's a matter of me being the real me, right? Taking that layer down, and it's me being comfortable with you. I never disrespect anybody. I try my hardest. Even if I don't understand you, I'll sit here and listen to you and try. So I've never been that type. So it's like now I feel more like be yourself.
I feel like that too. I feel like in this last year I kind of just said fuck the bullshit, and I'm tired of wasting time. So people know who I am. from the second I walk through the door, then it's gonna be
That's
a whole
right,
lot
yeah.
easier for everyone.
Right. Because we don't need to hide anything. And I'm getting more like, now that I'm getting older, and 24 feels like a big year for me. It has been so far, but it feels like it's gonna keep like getting good.
Yeah.
So it's like I now feel a little more settled into adulthood, tad bit. And now I'm just like, now I'm grown. Like, this is the first year, and I've been doing things on my own for a while, but this is the first year where I feel like I'm fucking grown. And so I'm like, I don't have time for your bullshit. Or I don't have time to be showing, like, tiny parts of me.
With the black cat?
No, the gate.
Oh, the gates are open.
But yeah, I don't feel like hiding or anything, or feeling like I have to be one way for the first day and then kind of like circle back and unwind.
And you know what that is? That is 100% wanting to know how the other person is feeling and being more worried about how they are so you can play a part than it is to be like, hey, this is just me.
Always. I'm always wondering, like, if I'm gonna be too much for somebody.
Too much. Oh, yeah.
Like, listen, there's some people in my life who are too much for me, but I love them because they're too much for me.
Yeah.
I love them because they bring me out of this. Like, my friend Connor brings me out of it. Like, he wild. But I love it. And then Maria, she's the friend who asks too many questions. I love you, Mar, but you ask too many questions. But I don't feel like she's being nosy.
No,
if that's the case.
because there's always that balance.
Right.
So there can be friends that bring you down or put you way up than before you were with them, and then there's those people that just balance you out. And there's a purpose for all of those people in your life, because it's all about exchanging energies.
That's a fact.
So we're gonna stop exchanging energies with y'all right now. No. But Shariah better get to work.
I know. I do have to get to a gig. I've missed a call, but I'm just happy to be recording. So
I'm happy you're here. What?
It stopped. We were talking too long. It stopped.
Oh.
Okay. So I don't know how much of it got, but my time was done on my phone. So it's probably an hour.
Wow.
Or more. So we probably hit an hour.
So we did the thing.
We did it.
We have not been making content. We have been in a little rut, and we did the damn thing and then some.
We did. I'm actually hyped. So thank you for just telling me to record and just do it. Because if not, I would have gone home and been like, no. Especially because I have a gig. Yeah. So it's like after the gig, I would have been like, I'm going to bed. And also, yeah. Okay, cool. I'm so excited.
Oh, I love friends that I can't create content with, but it's definitely a plus when I can create with you. You know?
Oh. Wow. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to let it upload, listen back to it, see how much we got. And yeah. Yay! I'm so excited. Thank you so much. I love you.
I love you more.